Denver, Colorado is the latest American city to declare an emergency over homelessness. The Mile High City joins a list of others, including Los Angeles, Portland, and Oregon, and Seattle, that are all treating the homeless crisis as an emergency in order to raise awareness. This is a problem throughout the country. Phoenix, Arizona cleared a downtown encampment in May in a takedown of one of the nation's largest homeless camps. Neighbors sued to dismantle the tent community and called it, quote, a great humanitarian crisis. Seattle still has one of the highest rates of homelessness in the U.S., despite an emergency declaration. So, is a state of emergency the right way to go? And will it work in Denver? Joining us now is NewsNation West Coast Bureau correspondent Nancy Liu. Hey, Nancy.
Hey there, Elizabeth. What's happening in Denver mirrors what happened here in Los Angeles when Mayor Karen Bass took office, declaring homelessness a citywide emergency on day one. The results have been mixed here in LA, where the problem has only gotten bigger. All over the city of Los Angeles, it's obvious that homelessness has hardly gone away. The number of people living on city streets is actually up.
Homelessness rose in Los Angeles County by 9%.
That was from a snapshot count in January, reflecting more than 75,000 unhoused people in Los Angeles County, including over 46,000 within city limits. Hopes are hinging on the emergency declaration by Mayor Karen Bass at the start of the year, which lifts many rules and regulations to get people into temporary housing and expedite contracts for city acquisition of more rooms and properties.
Elected officials declaring states of emergency in and of itself means nothing except, one, it can get people's attention, and two, it can add the pressure necessary to take the substantive steps to address homelessness.
Despite more resources and less bureaucracy, LA officials have revealed that so far, $40 million spent on the program has only placed about 1,400 people into hotels.
A state of emergency declaration is a step. It's a cry for help. It's a cry to say something important is happening, but it's not going to, in and of itself, bring a single human being off the streets indoors.
With a homeless population of less than 7,000 in Denver, the problem is far smaller than other major cities. But for the Mile High City, it's a 45% jump in the past 5 years. New Mayor Mike Johnston has also declared a homelessness emergency on day one in office.
We will set a goal, which is the target is we want to get 1,000 people who are currently unhoused access to housing before the end of this calendar year.
Like the case in other cities, critics claim that Denver should focus on the bigger problem of affordable housing.
In the long run, the amount of money spent putting people in tiny homes, running them through the programs, they could be spending, like I said, master leasing these apartments.
The affordable housing piece is not lost on Mayor Bass, who fears that forces fueling the fight will outweigh the fixes in motion.
Frankly, with all that we're doing now, I'm worried that next year the count might be even larger because we do not have a way of preventing homelessness.
Now, emergency declarations are also in place in Portland and Seattle and other cities, but in a lot of cities, the street count has remained significantly high. Here in LA, the City Council just approved another $260 million to keep the mayor's homelessness program going. Elizabeth?
Wow. All right. Nancy Liu, thanks so much for that reporting tonight.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.